This is a 1949 Dodge B Series pickup in a 3/4 ton with a 6-cylinder and a 3-speed manual transmission. Truck was built in LA, where I think 83 some thousand were made along with it. The truck overall is in really good shape. It's got some rust and some paint imperfections kind of on every panel, but you know, for the time period, this truck has really withstood some time. Just really comes across as a nice clean 49. You can see here the chrome looks good. It's got a couple dimples, but still looks nice. The bumper was black when we got it. We just kind of touched it up with some black paint. Here it had some really big turn signals, so we deleted those, just put some carriage bolts in place. And it was kind of the same thing on the back. We went with more of a, well, just a nicer looking light. So we put these guys on, and you can see where the bracket was for the other one. It was just some of those old tractor lights that we weren't fond of. But you know, just looking at the truck, I mean, you'll see stuff like this kind of peppered throughout. This door looks pretty good, but you know, there's some imperfections. This is probably one of the ugliest parts of the truck right there. You know, we didn't try and touch that up, we just left it alone. But you know, stuff like this, like the ornament, you know, it's just so cool. You don't see that anymore. And then this, the way that the hood opens is always cool. So a lot of work's been done on this. Before we got it, there's paperwork where the previous owner had spent some money replacing the fuel tank, the fuel pump, did the cap rotor points, plug wires, really got it running to where it's just nice and quiet, and reliable. Truck stays cool when you get it up to temperature. You know, just a nice sounding, pretty well taken care of truck. Stuff like this on the driver door. You know, you got some rust bubbling up there. Just a little dirt. But the cool thing is that when you get in the cab, there's nothing in the cab corners. And then there's a little bit of a spot right there on the floor, but that's really it from what I could tell. You know, and the turn signal, those are cool. Cool how they did it. Original radio. And it's got an aftermarket temperature gauge. And the 3-speed. This is your ignition right there. So you bump the key over to the on and then push this guy down and the truck will start up. And then you've got your e-brake right here. So this pushes down, goes forward, and you're off. And now you're engaged. Aftermarket AC before Vintage Air came out with their product. And then on the Speedo, there was some work done on this to get the needles working good, and that one, that's kind of a nice piece of the truck. It's working. But you know, you'll see, you know, where they kind of painted over the gasket, you know. I don't know if the truck was originally blue or red, but you'll see, I'll drop the tailgate here. You'll see areas where you got blue coming through, so I don't know if that's original color or if that's Dodge primer. But this is a fun truck. It gets a lot of attention. You know, obviously it's got kind of a an antique, you know, kind of cool look to it. So this is something that you know, would look really good in a winery, outside your business, you know, or just part of your collection sitting in your garage or your yard. So wasn't too sure what we wanted to do with the wheel setup. So in the picture gallery, we ended up just painting the wheels black and then kind of left it like that. But we've got all 4 hubcaps, all 5 hubcaps actually, one for the spare also. So we put those on for the video just to see, give everybody a look of different options that you'll have with the truck. So you got the hubcaps there. And on this side, it shows the beauty rings. So we got 4 beauty rings. I can come up with a 5th if you don't want the hubcap on the spare, but I think it looks kind of cool. Another thing that's nice with the truck is the exhaust is fairly new. Got paperwork on that, paperwork on all the engine stuff that I mentioned. And underneath the truck is actually pretty clean. You know, the paperwork indicates that this truck, before it was, before the fuel system was gone through and the engine was gone through, it was sitting in a garage for quite some time. So that's a pretty good indication of, you know, somebody at least putting some forethought into preserving the truck. Little hole right here. The headlights look really cool on this, I think. I even really like the side mirrors. Yeah, side mirrors look great. So pretty cool truck overall. You know, it rides like a 49, drives like a 49. You know, but it runs good and it'll get you there. But nice, just a nice little clean old truck. And we've got it set up right now, you know, where we're gonna do some trick-or-treating with it on Halloween. Let some kids grab some candy out of the back. So, but I mean, the possibilities with the truck are kind of just up to you. You know, some wine barrels in the back would look cool. You know, picnic basket, whatever. So, cool little truck.